Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today, it's Friday, so we got our weekend single-player event, which this weekend is Amanithrax. This faction is expanding. Earn a new troop from the event shop. So it's a faction event, a 3-day faction event. Good time to earn like a bunch of gold, some class experience, a bunch of overall rewards. There's a leaderboard. Or maybe you're going for full completion on Amanithrax. You're trying for Pure Faction 500, Deathless 500, get further. Whatever you may be doing to try to max out that renown and get more stats and get your account going further and better. But yeah, for a lot of us, you know, we already have Amanithrax done, but we're still doing the event so we can get mountains of gold and really good rewards and the new troop and all that stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Mostly, though, we're going to be doing ranking the difficulty of Amanithrax for its Pure Faction 500. A little project I've been doing for a while now. Probably like what? I think I started it in like February, March. And right now it's August. So I don't know, 6+ months we've been doing it. We'll get done with it eventually. I think we have over half the factions done it, or something. Yeah, I think we have over half of them done. I'll take a look here in a second. But for now, let's run an auto battle like we always do at the beginning of a stream, so I can set her up. You guys have something to watch. While you file in, while you hit the like, while you say hi to each other and shake each other's hands. Remember, you gotta shake everybody's hand in the chat. You must do that. It's disrespectful if you do not shake their hands when you enter the locker room. Alright, I'm gonna set her up here. You watch that, see if they can win or not. And I got ranking the difficulty Amanithrax Pure Faction 500. New troop and teams. Gems of War Live, 8/21/2026. Copy that. Throw it down here. It's not a nearly 9-year-old baby now. It actually is a 9-year-old baby. It might be a 9.5. Oh, that's like, for some reason, that's always in there. I don't put that there. It just always is there. Like it's a default thing or something that I put somewhere. So every time it says a nearly 9-year-old baby, that's when I made that default, it was before it was 9 years. Looks like I'm freezing. My back end's freezing, so I'll jump into the chat instead. Get ready for that. Whenever it starts popping off. Funky Town's here. What up, dude? Live chat. We have a community tab post, a poll, if you will. A poll. Go vote. Go vote on the poll on the community tab for the stream tomorrow. What time do you want the stream tomorrow? Do you want it in the morning, do you want it in the evening, or do you want it at night? Looks like morning is winning once again. We did a poll on the stream yesterday, and you guys voted morning by like a nipple hair. By a nipple hair, morning won on the stream yesterday. Now we got a community tab post with the same exact poll. Let's see what wins on that one. If morning wins again, I'm definitely streaming tomorrow morning. It's looking like that. So if you wanted to know ahead of time when do you think you're streaming tomorrow, Cindy? I think I'm streaming in the morning tomorrow for your bonus stream for the new account playthrough, part 3. Stream part 3, but it's probably like part 7 or 8 for the little videos. Alright, let's get back to finishing up the back end here. We got Gems of War Live, Gems of War Delve Guide, and ranking the difficulty. This one's on a ton of playlists. Show more. No, I'm not AI. I think I saw Trey with a little dono. Thank you so much, bro. Gems of War, Amanithrax. Gems of War, Amanithrax. Pure. Gems of War. Delve. Faction. Underworld. Renown, maybe? I don't know. I'm also going to go over the soulforge and the spoilers, I think, today. We might make a video at the end. I don't know. We'll see how long ranking the difficulty takes. Ranking the difficulty, I get it done in like one try. Then we'll do more after. But if it takes me like 3 tries, then we might not. So we'll play it by ear. Gems of War. Let's put spoilers. No. Yeah. Soulforge has rotated. Alright, I got my tags done. The game I'm playing is Gems of War. Yes. Save that. Just copy this. Throw it up here. Paste that. Save that. I think we're good to go. I'm done with the back end. So now, we're in live chat. We got Funky Town, we got Trey with the 2, running out there, making sure it ain't a stinky goose egg. He's not putting fish in the microwave. He's not blowing popcorn up for 15 minutes in the microwave. Can't have that. We can't have a stinky goose egg smelling up the train. So Trey was like, I got the Febreze. He's whipping out a little bit of Febreze and spraying it around at least. No problem, dude. Thanks for dropping in. Anita, about to head out for a few hours, but come to share some love before I go. Appreciate you. I hope you have a good day, whatever you're doing. Go have some fun, hopefully. Go have the best day you've ever had. Ever. We'll be here. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here Monday. Alright. I think I'm ready to go. Live chat. Everybody hit a like. Turn your ticket to the train. Don't jump turnstile, tent poles, hobo with the bindle, etc. Trey got the Febreze out. He's spraying it around so we don't get a stinky goose egg. Thank you, dude. And I'm going to retreat from this fight. Retreat. Looks like we would have won. We did win. We did win. You could auto-battle this. You know, it's probably not a direct one-to-one of me auto-battling it and you auto-battling it, but it's a pretty good indicator of that it could be auto-battled, I think. Epic trials are pretty... You know, if you have, like, none of the troops, they give you the troops, and then the stats are a little bit lower because you don't have the troops, but most people probably have these troops. It's not like they're hard to get troops. So it is, for 90-something% of the people, like, you could probably auto-battle it. At least that one, level 250. Because it should be similar to mine. I'm going to unplug this headset. And we got to do ranking the difficulty. So I'm going to whip out my notebook. Maybe we'll do Soulforge and spoilers first, but let me whip out my notebook and get it on the right page at least before we really get going here. Make sure we haven't done Amanithrax. I really didn't check. We've done Sea of Sorrow, Dark Court, Primal Rift, The Black Heart, All-Seeing Eye, Dripping Caverns, Mirrored Halls, The Warrens, Crypt Keepers, Court of Foxes, Werewoods, Fangmoor, Eldrazzor, Fire Rift, Obsidian Depths, Emperor Nazar, Stonesong Eerie, Fell Roost, Dark Pits, Silver Necropolis. Okay, so we haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We've done 20 out of the 38. So we're just barely over halfway. We're more than halfway there. Just by 1. We did Mirrored Halls twice, like an idiot. I'm an idiot, and I did Mirrored Halls twice, so... We have actually done this 21 times, but one of the times was a repeat. Oh, Anita with a gifted, thank you so much. Went to Indran Kumar. Sharing the love, that's what you meant. I got it now. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, are you doing something not fun? That sucks. Well, I hope it's painless then, whatever it may be. Quick and painless, whatever it may be, you know? But let's get these blankies off the screen. Thank you so much, Anita and Trey. You guys are legends. You a legend? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Running out there. Trey running out there. Butt cracker showing, rag in his back pocket. Anita brings him a belt. Pulls up his suspenders, takes the rag out, says, here's your rag, I know you was looking for it. It's like when you lose your glasses, but they're on your face. He's like, where's the rag, bro? I need to clean up this rotten egg. I got Febreze. It's hanging out of your back pocket, dude. That's what Anita said. Handed it to him. Gave him a belt so his butt crack's not showing. And he gets to work. Cleaning up the stinky train that stinks. Some Febreze. Put some coffee in the microwave. Coffee grounds. Alright, so I got my blankies. Let us do Soulforge first, just so we're doing something that isn't like the Epic Trials for a second here. Then we'll do spoilers, then we'll get to Amanithrax. Soulforge, it has rotated. Let's see what's in here. Maybe you're waiting for a certain mythic, you've been saving up your diamonds. Maybe there's a tippy top tier legendary you've been waiting for, like Tesla or Emberclaw or something. And this would be the time for one of those. The weapons are all the same, the dragon's the same, so you couldn't be waiting for one of those. But the mythics, the legendaries, maybe you're waiting for something and you're hoping to see it right now. So let's see what it is. Let's see what we got. We have Deathlock Dralic. Mistralis, that's a good one. High King Irongut. Somebody out there might be waiting for that one. That's the one I use all the time for Deathless. So for 30, not 38 factions, but you know, as many factions as he can be used in, I will use him for the Deathless. And he's just a really good top tier troop, S tier troop. Anyway. Infernus. Solid. So yeah, we got some good mythics. I'm definitely giving it to High King Irongut. I still think he's a top 5, maybe. Borderline top 5. He's up there. He's in the tippy top. He's S tier. He's really, really good. Of course, he's been in the game a while, and all kinds of crazy stuff has come into the game since he was in the game. Like, since he was introduced to the game, all kinds of crazy other things have come into the game. So there might be a contrarian out there that would say that no way he's top 5 anymore, but I still think he's top 5. He's a goblin, for heaven's sake. Come on, with the instant kill with an extra turn. 24, blue, yellow, browns, Asian goblin. Deal damage to an enemy, with a chance to devour them equal to my attack. Gain an extra turn. So it's an instant kill, the best kind of instant kill, that you can get to 100%. Get it to 100%, and then it gets an extra turn too. 100% extra turn. So there's stuff out there that instant kills and then maybe gets an extra turn. You know what I mean? This thing does the best instant kill, which is Devour, because you gain all those stats too. And then it definitely gets an extra turn. So it can be 100% instant kill that gains all the stats and 100% extra turn. Doesn't really have any good traits, but it's all in the spell. So what his favorite place to play? His favorite place is the underworld, exactly where we're playing today. The factions, the underworld, the factions, the delves. That's his favorite place to play, but he's good in other spots as well, especially against very high stat enemies. But you want to get his attack to 100, and then he'll have a 100% chance to devour. So you can do that with like Medals of Seasons, you can do that just with your stats in general, and then you can do that with your Horde level in the underworld. So mostly with the Horde level is the easiest way. So one of my favorites, and I still think he's top 5. He might be number 5, but he's S tier. He's one of the best things you could craft in the game. Ironhawk's still number 1. My number 1 recommendation for crafting is Ironhawk. After that, you probably have to have some sort of conversation on whether you should get like Takshaka or High King Irongut or something. But Ironhawk's still number 1. But High King Iron-Gut's up there. Really, really good one. Mistralis would be number 2. She's a top 20. She's probably a A- tier mythic, maybe B+. 25 blue, yellow, brown, Stormheim, Elemental Fae. Deal splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies, then jump on the board and gain an extra turn. Enchant all allies on 4 or 5 gym match. 25% spell reduction. So I like to use her in a loopy team where it keeps getting her back up and then you get to cast her for free. and then you loop, and then you get her up and you cast her for free, and then you loop, and then you get her up, then you cast her for free. That's kind of the way I like to use her. So Psycho Mega Missy, something like that. Because she hits the enemies with splash damage, and then gets an extra turn. So if you can get her up, boom, cast that, go back to your loop, boom, cast her, back to your loop, boom, cast her, back to your loop. So some of the best things in the game are like King Gobtruffle, where he's doing damage and looping. Mistralis, who's doing damage and getting an extra turn. And if you can put her with looping, that's nice. It's usually where she likes to be. So High King Irongut likes to be in the underworld. That's his favorite place to play. Mistralis likes to be with the loopy team. That's her favorite place to play. So she's up there, top 20, probably in the teens. You know, 12 to 19, somewhere in there. And probably either A- or B+-ish. Probably A-. Maybe A. Somewhere in there. Really good. Next up would be Infernus. He's a solid mythic, but he's not top 20 anymore. 24, red, yellow, purple, broken spire, divine elemental, deal splash damage to 2 random enemies, explode 5 random gems. Burn all enemies on 4 or 5 gem match. So some good damage with an explosion. It's alright. Pretty good. Decent. Probably B tier, somewhere in the B tier. But not top 20. And then you got Deathlock Dralic. He's one of those. Let's see, is he even? Curse and death mark an enemy, then deal damage to all enemies below them, then summon Aberrath. He's kind of... I don't like him very much. He's never going to hit all enemies. He summons a crappy summon. And he has no good traits. So he's actually not good. He's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. He's below average at best. So C- to D-, somewhere in there. Not good. Hitting 3 enemies, summoning a crappy summon, and then no good traits. And it's physical damage. You know, curse and death mark an enemy, so you can cast it on first slot. The best way to use this guy, if you have to use him, is cast on first slot. That way he hits 3 enemies and he curses and death marks the first enemy. And probably if you're missing a troop. I don't know. But he's not good. Don't craft that. Papa Willie's here, what up? So that's the mythics. High King Ironguts the best, Mistralis is second best, Infernus is third best, and then Deathlock Dralic is the worst. As far as legendaries go, in this rotation, got Imps. Imps are like collection purposes, you're probably never going to use them. Forest Guardian, 50% start for Beast, that's pretty useful. Got Matron Dragatani, And Gingeraxia. Some people overhype this one. I don't think it's amazing. It's another dragon for the dragon pile, but it does have a unique storm, so that makes it stand out from... You know, there's all these dragons, and you're like, okay, if there wasn't so many crazy dragons in the game, this dragon might be good. So, but it's better than those because it has the Holly Storm. But it's not like better than Chrysantherax, Stellarix, Diamantina, Pandemonia, Vizenium, every other egg dragon that you could possibly get in the game, which now there's like however many of them. You know what I mean? There's 24 of them, you know? There's 24 dragons that are better than Gingeraxia. Then you got Chrysantherax, Stellarix, Diamantina, Pandemonia. So that's another... It's like almost 30 dragons that are better. Then there's just other ones that are better too, like Void Dragon and... You know? Probably Venoxia. There's so many that are better than it. It just... You like almost have to try to use this. Like, I'm going to use Gingeraxia, you know? Pretty much. Maybe it's a dragon's... Maybe it's a weird restriction. But, it's not bad. Like I said, it's better than some dragons. But there's so many that are better than it that it's crazy. Any blue dragon that comes out of an egg is better. Any red dragon that comes out of an egg is better. I'm sure you can find something better in Dragon's Claw. Dragon, you can definitely find something better. And then Construct, are you really using Gingeraxia? So, but it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's... If you're using it, you're like, you're adjusting your glasses and pointing your finger. Like, I'm gonna use Gingeraxia. Let's see. So Imp of Love stinks. Forest Guardian, useful. Matron Dragatani is just kind of mid. And then Gingeraxia. So I would say Forest Guardian's probably the best, and then Gingeraxia. For the legendaries, but this one's not like a crazy top 20 or anything, but it's a 50% start. You want to collect those, for sure. Maybe not from the Soulforge, though. But 17 green, yellow, Magrim Woods, Divine Beast. It's a shiny troop as well, so you can get it down, its mana cost down, and make it spell better. Transform purple gems to skulls and transform brown gems to green. Allied beasts gain barrier, and at 50% starts beasts. So pretty good troop here. I only got it on shiny 1, so I don't have like the better spell. Number 2 would be Gingeraxia. 17 blue-red, Dragon's Claw, Dragon Construct. Deal damage to all enemies and give life to allies. Both boosted by red and green gems. Create a Holly Storm when my turn begins, 30% skull. So solid. Like I said, it just suffers from its typing and all that stuff. There's just so many other crazy dragons in the game. It's hard to find a time to use it. But in a vacuum, it is a solid troop. Hitting all enemies with a good boost ratio, plus another effect of giving life to all allies with a unique storm and a 30% skull. It's up there, man. It's probably, let's see. It's probably not top 20 legendary. It's probably right outside of it. So maybe a B+-ish is what I would say. Gingeraxia. It's also blue-red, so if you're going to blue-red, I would do Tesla. Number 3 for legendaries. Probably Matron Dragatani, even though, you know, she's kind of just mid. 15 purple, brown, Dragon's Claw, Dragon Centaur. Create 6 blue gems boosted by frozen enemies, then deal damage to the first and last enemies boosted by blue gems. 75% spell reduction on a legendary is pretty crazy. 25% chance to summon a Dragonette on death. It's just okay, pretty mid. Somewhere in the C tier. And the Imp will be last. Imp of Love, 12 red, primal elemental. Deal scatter damage and charm a random enemy. If I am wounded, either bless all allies or give 3 magic to all allies. Gain 8 magic on red gem matches. Bonus red. Kind of just average to below average. So that is the rotation. If you need to get something, get High King Iron Gut. If you have High King Iron Gut, Mr. Alice would be pretty good as well. And then, as far as the legendaries go, I probably wouldn't craft any. You should probably just get them some other way, instead of wasting diamonds. But the best one would be Forest Guardian, then Gingeraxia. Alright, let's knock out the spoilers real quick, then we'll get to the faction crap. Spoilers for this upcoming week. Let me run this again while I yell them at you. Something to look at. Spoilers for the upcoming week of August 24th, 2026. It's a Magrim Woods week next week. Magrim Woods Underspire, Epic Trials, Glory Shop Troop, Event Key Drop Table, Weapons in the Soulforge. The whole week is based around it being a Magrim Woods week. It's a world event for the guild event. World event. Hellgate is the faction event on Tuesday, which is associated to Magrim Woods. We got a new pet on Wednesday. It just says new cosmetic pet on the 26th. What the heck is that? It's got a club. It's like a little brown, maybe dog. It's like a little brown dog and like a animal thing. I don't know. Looks like a Flintstones character, but it's like a dog or something. Thursday, we have Warden class event. Because Warden is the class from Magrim Woods. And we have the Vault event that weekend. So starting on Friday the 28th, we get a Vault event. It's also the Starry Night monthly Starstone Goal Week. So you're going to get that 320 or whatever Starstones from the adventure board. It's like this week we got the pet in the adventure board. Last week we got the pet on the adventure board. This week, next week we're going to have Starstones. Like the big old chunk of them, the 300 something. So that's pretty cool. The Delve map is so colorful. So that's the spoilers. We got Magrim Woods as our kingdom. We have a world event as our guild event. We have Hellgate on Tuesday. We have the new pet that's like a Flintstone dog on Wednesday. Thursday we have Warden class event. And then Friday starts the Vault event. And the whole week is the Starry Starstone Goal Week for this, you know, the Starstones and the adventure board thing. Let's get out of here and start playing some Gems of War. Amanithrax ranking the difficulty. Let me knock that out first, and then we'll maybe make some teams and crap for like the faction event. I'll show you the pure faction team at least here. Amanithrax. Talk about the faction event. Let's talk about it real quick, sorry. Alright, so right now, everybody, we got the new faction event. The new troop. It's a faction event for 3 days. It's Amanithrax. So in the shop, you're going to want to buy up to the new troop if you know, as long as if you have the weapon. If you don't have the weapon, buy up to the weapon. If you do have the weapon, buy up to the new troop. So, like for me, for example, I'm going to buy up to the new troop. Boom. So I can get it. So I can have it. I don't have to wait until it goes into the drop table. I can get it right now. And plus this helps me get the event done by buying up to the troop in the shop. Get more turns, get enough turns to complete the event. While I'm getting Death Cap, 13 green, purple, Amanithrax Zajin, Elemental Rogue. Deal damage to an enemy. If the enemy is poisoned, there is a 20% chance to kill them. Stealthy. Does not have an extra turn though, so it's not as cool as Gob Truffle. If you don't have the weapon, buy up to it. It's a really good time to do that. Because you're going to be doing the event anyway. You're going to get all this other cool stuff. And you'll get more turns. And you'll get all rewards. And it'll pay you back. It's nice. Look at all these rewards you can get. If you're doing Pure Faction and Deathless and all that to 500, you're going to have to buy up all the way in the shop multiple times. You should already know about all that, though. And yeah, that's the event. Get it done. It's awesome. Mountains of gold, plus other rewards, plus a leaderboard, plus progress in your underworld, plus 2 class experience. Just like concentrated smartness to do the event this weekend. You get a new troop. You might get a new weapon. You're getting a bunch of rewards. You're getting piles of gold. You get 2 class experience per fight. You know, you're making progress in your underworld, possibly. Maybe you get on the leaderboard, get even more loot. It's really smart. Alright, let's go do it. Pure Faction 500. Ranking the difficulty, Amanithrax. So, I know it's really Gob Truffle heavy. The Pure Faction team is definitely Gob Truffle heavy. So we gotta throw at least a couple of them bad boys on there, right? At least. So we'll start there. Mori Man Ju says, "Hi Sonico, what makes you come back to this game after all this time? I've been playing this game for 10 years straight. I never took a break, so I don't know what you mean." Pretty much my chat and my centers keep me playing this game. If it wasn't for their support, I probably would not be playing this game still. I don't know if I'd be even doing YouTube at all. If it wasn't for Gems of War, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube at all. And I've been doing it for 10 years straight, and I never took a break, so I don't know what you mean. But, yeah, maybe you didn't know that. Maybe YouTube is screwing me and shadow banning me and stuff like that. But if you look at my channel, there's been a video pretty much every day for the last 10 years. At least every week. So I never took a break. I never quit playing. None of that. So I don't know what you mean. Alright, and I hate seeing that. And that's why, you know, you might be a cool person, but whenever I see something like that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I've been working hard for 10 years straight, streaming almost every day, putting out videos almost every day. What do you mean I'm coming back to the game after all these years? What are you talking about? Like, it kind of irritates me. Be like me, like like me saying to you, what makes you go back to work after all these years? You know, you took all that time off, all them years off of work, you know, just sitting around at your house. What makes you come back to finally going back and getting into the workforce and working again? What makes you do that? Why'd you all of a sudden decide to go back to work? And all the while you were working every single day of your life, and then I say that to you in front of other people? Like, what makes you get back to work all of a sudden there? Merry Manju, what makes you all of a sudden get back to work, start working again? You know, what makes you do that all of a sudden after all this time? Why'd you decide to now actually get back to work and start, you know, getting back to work? What made you do that all of a sudden after all this time? You know, it's not true, right? You've been working this whole time. So it's frustrating if somebody says that in front of a bunch of other people, like, what makes you get back to work now? What makes you become a good person all of a sudden after all this time? That implies that you were not a good person for a period of time. That implies that I was not doing YouTube or not playing Gems of War for a period of time, which is not true and never happened. So, been working hard, been playing, never stopped. Alright, we got King Gobtruff. We're obviously going to use that for our Pure Faction team. He's awesome. He's one of my favorite troops in the game. He can do loopy stuff while he's doing damage. He puts up his own colors on the board and all that good stuff. And there's multiples is usually a good idea. So we're going to do 2 of those at least. The new guy, I don't know if he's going to fit well on this team. Like, what's he going to do? He's just going to give the turn to the enemy. You know what I mean? If the enemy is poisoned, so it's literally a 20% chance. It's not like a boost ratio. It's not boosted by poisoned enemies. It's just if the enemy is poisoned that you choose to try to kill, it's a 20% chance to kill them. So you can never get more than 20% chance. So you take a 1 in 5 chance to kill something and then give the turn to the enemy. So normally with a Gobtruffle team, you want to keep it on your turn, keep doing damage, not give the turn to the enemy. So this guy does not fit in very well with the Pure Faction team. Explode Stool. Explode a bunch of green gems, or explode 26 gems. If an enemy is diseased, poison 1 to 4 enemies. I don't know. We might want some sort of diversity on our team, but Explode Stool, it's a mana generator. It uses yellow. Potentially. Fungomancer. Deal damage to an enemy if the enemy is diseased. There's a 50% chance to transform them. Okay, that's kind of ass. It does use brown, though. We're throwing a bunch of brown on the board. Life Cap. Give life to the first 2 allies. Disease the last 2 enemies. Mushroom Man. Enrage myself and gain a bunch of attack boosted by diseased enemies. 33% skull? Maybe. Fortunately, he uses green and brown. Those are the 2 colors that Gobtruffle... Like, Gobtruffle's going to want that green. And if he's on the team, he's going to want to be in first slot. I kind of want to try, like, this and this on the team. Like, here, like that. So, Mushroom Man's going to give himself attack and enrage himself. But we're not going to... Probably not going to cast him, other than maybe, like, once. Then we'll let him get full, and then we'll just try to loop into our Gobtruffles. And then if he happens to get incidental skulls while we're looping on our Gobtruffles, he'll hit pretty hard. And then he'll be a little bit of a tank, so our Gobtruffles don't die. Explode Stool will be here in case we get out of our loop. It can explode a bunch of gems. And can get some yellow and just be diverse. I think you could probably get away with 3 Gobtruffles, maybe even 4 Gobtruffles. I think the meta might even be 4 Gobtruffles. But I want to try this. I think this will be fun. More fun. Green for sure. And then probably Gobtruffle. Blue. Just do all Gobtruffle. Green, blue, then minus color we don't use. Red. And let's see how this goes. Alright. Let's try it. Pure Faction 500. Chat with a 2 running out there. Murda Certus here. All these mushrooms are making me hungry for pizza. Dude, I got pizza yesterday. I got pizza yesterday. Alright, let's try this Pure Faction 500. I would like some blue. I'd like to start gob truffling as soon as possible, please.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Some more.
Mana surge.
Some green. Just don't want to get hit by skulls, so we'll do that. Got our mushroom. We got this guy. I do kind of want to cast him one time on himself. We can get him rage and a bunch of attack. Now we'll start gob truffling. Hopefully. Okay. It's gonna take a minute to get our loop going. Okay, now we're gonna leave that guy up and not cast him, most likely. We need to get our gob truffles going. Oh no, don't hit me with skulls, you jerk. Maybe I shouldn't have took brown off the board there. That's a pretty good explosion. Alright, come on, gob truffle. There you go. Good guy. Alright, we do want to take away like colors that we don't use if they're extra turns. But there isn't any. We got this. We got this. Free skulls, nice. Sure. And explode stool maybe? Nice. That thing keeps getting extra turns after exploding. Look at that. Let's go. This is not like the traditional gob truffle shuffle team that infinite loops. It's just gob truffle, so if you can't expect it to like go crazy with extra turn after extra turn after extra turn, but it's still like it's still gob truffle, so should do a little bit of looping. It's just not gonna infinitely loop. So it doesn't have forest troll and like a green storm and doomed glaive and all that. Alright, beat the first one. How many do we have to do? That's part of our scoring. If you've never been to a ranking the difficulty stream before, there's been 21 of them, but we grade these off of how many rooms are there. And for each room you get 2 points. Like how many rooms do you have to do to get to the boss? Because when you're doing Pure Faction 500, Deathless 500, you go straight to the boss. You don't do all the rooms. So how many rooms do we have to do? And we give 2 points per room. And then how many deaths do I take? Like how many troops do I lose? 2 points per death. And then are the troops good or are they bad? If they're good, they get a 1. If they're bad, they get a 10. And everything in between. Are the enemies easy or are they hard? If they're easy, they get a 1. If they're hard, they get a 10. And everything in between. And it almost adds up to 38. You know, it's 10. It's 4 different metrics, each out of 10. There's 38 factions. It's almost perfect the way we do the scoring, but it's half subjective and half not subjective, so you know, the rooms and the deaths are not subjective, that's just factual, whatever happens, whatever's there. But the troops and the enemies and how we score that is a little bit subjective, so. Alright, which way do we gotta go? This way probably, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 5 rooms, so it's the worst as far as that goes. So it's getting 10 points for rooms. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amanithrax. Amanithrax. I'll post my results one of these days. Rooms. It's got 10 points for rooms. Dang, that's as high as it goes. There might be one that's a little higher. There is a faction where you have to go out of your way to get like a gold boost. And I forget if it's more than 5. But 10 is about as high as it gets for that. Enemies. And deaths. Alright, we got 10 on the board already. So hopefully the rest of it's pretty easy. The Batcave. Let's be the Joker. Let's be Scarecrow. Let's be the Green Goblin. See, we're the Green Goblin right now. We're gonna go mess up the Batcave. Dude, I got pizza with mushrooms on it right now, Mr. Walkervich. I'll go heat it up for you. That's what I did last night. You guys were talking about pizza, so I got pizza. Trey with the 2, Anita with the 5, or the gifted. Chad with a 2, slam dunking it, doing a backward slam. Mr. Walkovich with a 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Anita. 2, 4, 6, 5 equals 11. That's what we got. Almost halfway to a bonus stream on Tuesday. We already earned Saturday, and we always do Monday. Tuesday would be the next one that you can earn. Alright, so I'm going to take these skulls because I don't want to get hit by them. Then I'll boost this guy. And then I won't touch him again. Then I'll take these skulls so I don't get hit by them. And now we need to get up our gob truffles. Here's an extra turn. There's a gob truffle. Let's cast it. Wonder what metals I have on right now. Here's a green extra turn. Here's a brown. Let's do the brown first. The way the green kind of goes more into the gob truffle than the mushroom man. I guess we gotta take skulls. Killed their first troop. It's a big old yeller. Let's get that out of there. Want to make the board as green and brown as possible. Oh, sure, I'll take skulls. Let's get rid of some red off the board while we do it. Now we got gob truffles. As long as there's no extra turns of other colors, we're casting them. There we go. Nice. Just taking a look at the board before I go just casting gob truffles back to back to back. 3 skulls, that's what I was hoping for. Got this brown. Now we got the green. Sick. Gets the gob truffle back up. Keeps the loop going. Some more green. Oh, we got the blue. Let's see. Don't have it. Let's do explode stool. Okay, back to the gob truffles. We want to leave brown up there. Because we're about to cast gob truffle. He's going to throw brown up there. I think, right? I don't know. Maybe he would take the brown off so there's more green up there. He's going to get an extra turn either way. But, I don't know. Let's get the green. Blue would be better. That way we're not taking green off the board. But there's no blue, so let's take the green. Back to the gob truffling. And they're dead! Let's go. Let's go check our medals before we go to the next fight. I think I just want all Nisha. Oh, we don't even have any Nishas on. Let's make sure we do that. Make ourselves more powerful. Level 500. Here we go. 3 more fights. Solitary Mines, what up? It's going alright, man. Tacit's back. Let's go. He almost got by a bug, didn't he? We're gonna have to go tease him about that on the stream. Put a bug emoji in there. That's cool though. I'm glad he's back. I wish I was able to take a freaking 3-month vacation. I'd be too scared and I wouldn't have the money to do it. I'm glad he got to. Feel good for him. Let's see. Green. Let's do our dude one time, just because. Get that enrage. Alright, we're webbed, which is very annoying. Maybe I should have done Orpheus on this one. We still cast it though because of all the gem spawn that we're throwing up there. Oh man, this one might be tough just because of the webbing. Oh cool, we got cleansed. Blue and green. No? Alright, we'll take some yellow. Ah, there's stupid webbing. And skulls are gonna kill my first slot. That's gonna be great. Oh boy. I didn't think this one would be difficult. Oh, he's got 15 HP now. Yikes. Alright, come on, Gob Truffles. I need a lot of looping right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Come on, Gob Truffles. Keep it on your turn. Come on. Oh no. Too bad he doesn't give himself life or anything. I don't know what to do here. Our dude's gonna die. Let's keep him alive. As long as possible. Alright, come on, Gob Truffle. Keep your first slot alive here. It's all up to you and your looping ability. And you're not wanting to do it. If I take this, well they get skulls down there. Let's take it up. Okay. He's hanging in there with his 15 HP. Come on, baby. Do it. Got a green extra turn, but... Green extra turn, but... What if you had a green extra turn, but... Killed their first slot. Alright, come on. Come on. They've given you several chances to keep your first slot alive, Mr. Gob Truffle. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, great web spinners here. Great. Hello, Mr. Web Spinner. Man, we're getting close. Come on. Come on, baby. Take this up. Okay, I think we just take it this way. Okay, we killed Web Spinner. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, man. Woo! Gob Truffle, baby! Saved their first slot. He had 15 HP for like a million turns there, didn't he? Almost died. Alright, 2 more. Now he's gonna have full. He's back to full. Alright, who we fighting? Aw, man, some more spider bullshit. Alright, I'm about to go Orpheus. I don't feel like getting webbed. I feel like preventing web is better than a little bit of extra damage. Because every time they web me, I'm hitting for like 2 to all. There was like 2 or 3 times where I cast a Gob Truffle and only got like 2 damage. So we could have finished that fight like 3 turns sooner if we didn't get webbed. So I feel like the Orpheus is actually giving us more damage than the Nishas against the spiders. We just need to not get our first slot hit so hard, so quick this time. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Solitary Minds is back. XL Pizza. Dude, I have an XL Pizza with mushrooms on it right now in my fridge. I got it last night. Here's what I got. I got bacon, mushroom, tomato, and pepperoni. It's the old world style pepperoni too, not just the flat nipple. It's like the pointy nipple. The rounded one. I would get even more on it, but I have to like collaborate with Mrs. Cindy on it. It's a collaboration pizza. She likes the tomatoes and the bacon, and I like the mushrooms and the pepperoni. If it was all, I would still have all that stuff on it if it was for me, but I'd add probably like some more vegetables, like green pepper and onion, maybe even spinach. I've had spinach. I'm like, it's pretty good. You know, sometimes maybe, sometimes not with the spinach. Could turn into Popeye, you know? Alright, some blue, I guess. Brown would be okay. Green. Blue, though. I think blue's the way to go here. Already webbing me up, but I already cleansed it away. Brown. Let's take the red off the board, too. Red that we don't use. You're hitting my dude already. Alright, red does nothing for me, so I'm going to do this. Now we can take blue. Get up, Gob Truffle. Let's cast it. As long as there's no extra turns. Okay, get that guy up. Now he's not blocking our Gob Truffles. Take this green. Alright, skulls, I guess. He's hitting me. Now what? Green? I don't want to take green, but yeah, we could. That guy's getting up next. So let's take green. Gob Truffle. Take the skulls, maybe? Let us... Explode Stool. And Gob Truffle, maybe, as long as there's no weird extra turns up there. Yep. Get rid of this yellow. Which gave us Explode Stool, too, which is cool. Um... how can we take those skulls to where they don't immediately just take skulls after? If I do it this way, then all this is going to explode. Okay, I think that works. Just didn't want them to get skulls too after I take skulls. Explode stool. Gob truffle. Skulls. Ooh, nice. Oof. He's only got 104 right now, and he's death marked. Let's get this brown extra turn. He keeps almost trying to die on us. Almost trying to die on us. Blue's better than green, because we're not trying to take a bunch of green off the board. You will, if you have to, take green, but if you don't have to, don't take green, you know? Leave it up there. Like right now, I'm probably going to have to take green. But if there's blue, I'm taking blue. I think we just gob truffle here. They're both still up, so that's nice. Do it again. Always check your board. Just to make sure there's not a purple extra turn or a blue one or yellow one or something that you can take out of there and make the board more green or brown before you cast your gob truffle. Don't take off green and brown ones. I think that's a mistake some people make with the truffle shuffle. They just keep casting it, casting it, casting it, and they're like, this sucks. Gotta try to take other colors out of there too. You can. Or have a green storm going, you know. We don't have a green storm going, so it's more important than ever to try to take other colors off the board when we can. Like the times when I had Skull Match, that's the only thing I could do, but I also matched another color I don't use that cascaded the skulls instead of just taking the skulls. So I got rid of the color I don't use and got the skulls instead of just taking the skulls. Alright, we made it to the last fight with all our troops. That's pretty much all you can ask for from a pure faction team. So now, if the Mushroom Man happens to die in this last fight, he at least made it there. That's all you can ask. Mushroom Man, we just needed you to make it to the last fight. Might put Nisha's back on, because I don't think they really have anything too scary with the... Like, they don't have, like, Death Mark and... all that bull crap, so I'll put the Nisha's back on. Let's do it! Mr. Walkovich! I think, therefore I stink. Can we keep Gems of War going? Where's my mods? They're here. You got Chad, right? Is Chad not a mod? You're supposed to be. Oh, you got the thing. It looks different now. It's not a wrench anymore. I think it's the shield, dude. Isn't the shield the mod part? The mod thing now? Pineapple on pizzas for weirdos. Funky Town, are you a mod? There's no wrenches anymore. It's like a shield now. Yeah, Trey's got a shield as well. I think they changed it to shields. They used to be wrenches. Shields are way cooler anyway than a wrench. Who wants a wrench? I'd rather have a cool blue shield than a blue wrench. Let's see. We could take blue. That's definitely an option. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, la 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 la. Could take brown just to get the dude up. Yeah. Now we just cast him to get him out of the way, so he has more attack and he can do one enrage hit. Our truffles are enchanted, they'll get up eventually. Right, this... The Explodestill's getting up next turn no matter what, right? I don't really love taking green off the board right now, but I probably will. Because I don't... Like, this is literally a waste of a turn. If I take yellow right now, it's a waste of a turn. It'll fill the Explodestill, give the enemy... Now the enemy's turn. Then it's my turn, I'm going to cast probably a Gob Truffle, but the Explodestill will be up either way. So taking yellow... He's enchanted. He's getting 2 mana a turn. You see what I mean? So taking yellow here is a waste of a turn. I guess I'll take green. Even though I don't love taking green off the board, it's better than taking yellow. See how it's up anyway, even though I didn't take yellow? Alright, now we do this. And I don't see anything going on, so let's Explodestill. Some nice skull hit there. I don't want to take green. They'll probably take green a lot, which sucks, but let's just take the blue. So they have Gob Truffle as well. They have lots of green on their team. Yellow? Is that all? That's fine. Oh, cool. They got skulls. We got this blue extra turn. Nice. Got Gob Truffle. Let's go. Right? Yeah? Skulls, I guess. Ooh, nice. Brown extra turn. Red extra turn. Now what? Got blue. Got blue. We got brown and green, but we don't use brown. We're at this second. We do, but he's already up. Think I'll just take the blue. Okay, there's Gob Truffle. We have a nice brown on the board. This is my thing. Like, do I take brown off or not? Because, like, I'd rather have more green on the board than brown, because Gob Truffle doesn't use brown. He's going to get an extra turn either way. It's not like, sometimes when you're looping, you wouldn't want to take the color off. That it says green and brown, right? So you'd want to leave as much green and brown on the board as possible, because you're trying to loop and get extra turns on green or brown. But since Gob Truffle gets an extra turn either way, I probably just want to try to put as much green up there. So I'm going to take the brown off the board, I think. Which didn't add any green, but I tried. And there's that Gob Truffle. Let's see if it works. Let's keep taking brown off. Do it again. That added some green that time. The more green, the more chances that the Gob Truffle gets up while getting an extra turn and looping, instead of just let's take blue. So we're not trying to take green off the board if we don't have to. Now we have to. We could take skulls, but we got Gob Truffle, so we might as well cast it. It's like the highest priority. Kind of like taking this brown, because we could get an extra turn from the sky, maybe. In multiple ways. And we'll still get green. See? Extra turn. Nice. Okay, now we'll take blue and take some yellow off the board, too. What y'all think? Chad with a gifted, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Went to William Black. Tyrion with some jewels, thanks for the jewels. Still dodging those gifted. Ah, you got the shield, bro. You got the gifted, right? Oh no, that's a moderator. My bad. I'm getting it mixed up. So, what did you guys think about that person saying that earlier? They might not be here anymore. You know what I'm talking about? You guys didn't say anything about it. Like, what do you think about that? Am I overreacting, or how would you feel? How would you feel? Hey, Chad, how would you feel, Chad, if somebody said to you, "It's good to see you getting back to work after all this time"? How would that, in front of a bunch of other people too, not just you and that person? They walk in, you're standing there with like 10 of your friends, and a person walks up to you, Chad, and says, "Chad, it's so good to see you getting back to work after all this time." Well, how would you feel, Chad? You'd be like, "What the f*** are you talking about, bro?" That's probably what you would say. I've been working my ass off for 10 years straight, 20 years straight, 30 years straight. Alright, blue. Here's a green extra turn. We got to take it. And now we got Gob Truffle. I just try to put myself in other people's shoes, you know what I mean? So, I want to see what y'all say about putting yourselves in my shoes in that situation. Alright, let's get rid of this brown. Stanky brown. I'm gonna get the green here. I mean, we could get up or explode stool. Probably wouldn't be the worst move ever. Let's do it. Oh, took a skull hit. Let's do explodey. Got Gob Truffle. Let's do it. They're getting, we only had to hit them so many more times. Let's see. Guess I'll take the green. I don't love it, but... yeah. Try not to lose this guy too early. I mean, he can go down, and that's okay. What happened? Glare at them and walk away. Some person came in the chat and they're like, I don't know if it could have been an honest mistake. I'm not saying they were saying it to be like a troll or something. But they like came in the chat and they were like, "Hey Cinny, it's good to see you getting back to Gems of War after all this time." What? When did I quit? Wouldn't that be frustrating if somebody walked up to you and said, "Hey Chad, it's good to see you getting back to work after all this time"? Like implying that you weren't working previously. You know? Do yellow. That'll give them skulls though, y'all. That'll give them skulls. If I do yellow, it gives them skulls. What else am I gonna do here? I don't know. That's like our only move. We could take purple just to take it. Yellow actually gives us something we need. I think I'm gonna take yellow. They're gonna get skulls. They're gonna kill my dude. But I think we still win. Oh, they didn't take the skulls. Well, that was dumb of them. They could have killed my first slot. No. Sure. I honestly hope nothing dies, because I do feel like Amanithrax is one of the easier factions, and I want the number to, you know, show that. And if we lose a troop, it's going to gain 2 more points. And it's already got 10 points because there's 5 rooms. So I would like to not lose a troop if possible here. It's getting close. In a couple of fights, it's been close. Right, we have nothing right now, so why would I take red instead of purple? They use purple. I'm going to take purple, so they can't grab purple. But they're going to grab purple either way, because there's purple up here, too. Yeah, I guess green. Some blue. There's our gob truffle. Let's get rid of this red first. Could kill them with skulls, but we could kill them with skulls. But I think it's more important to cast the gob truffle. Kill them. Kill them with the gob truffle. I think this wins, right? Alright, we didn't lose any troops. We did a deathless Pure Faction 500 Amanithrax. One of the hardest things to do in the game. You go try it. You know, go try to do a Pure Faction 500 deathless without losing a single troop. It's hard. So that just shows you that this is one of the easier factions because I didn't lose a troop. It was close, though. It was definitely close. One of those matchups, he had 15 HP, my first slot, and then that last matchup there, he was like one shot. But he survived, so that's all that matters. $14,000 gold. Alright, now we gotta look at it, give it a score. It's gotta be one of the easier ones. We can look at all the other ones that we gave, like, low scores, to make sure we're not going too crazy on this one, because everybody knows Amanithrax is one of the easier factions. So we gotta, like, I'm not gonna, like, skew the numbers in any way. We didn't lose any troops, so it gets a 0 there. There's 5 rooms, so it gets a 10 there. I just don't think we should go too hard on, like, the troops and the enemies part. So it reflects being one of the easier ones. For, like, example, who got the lowest score so far? All-Seeing Eye got a 12. Crypt Keeper's got 11.5. Mirrored Hall's got 11. Silver Necropolis got a 10.5. You know, there's not much we're going to be able to do to make it. It's not gonna, those are going to be lower scores. Because we got to give the troops and enemies, like, correct scores. We can't just... But I might, like... If I'm deciding between a 2 and a 3, I'll probably give it a 2. And if I'm deciding between a 3 and a 4, I'll probably give it a 3. But... Anyway, so it got 10 points for 5 rooms. And then it got 0 points for deaths. So now we got to look at troops and enemies. Are the troops that we get to use really, really good? Or are they really, really bad? And then the enemies. Are they really, really easy or are they really, really hard? So let's go look at... Here it is. So, you do have a tank, kinda, if you want to use it. It's this guy. 33% skull is not like the best ever. It could definitely be better than that. It could be 40, it could be 50, it could be 65%. But it's something. And then it does give itself attack, which is something you're looking for from a tank. And it rages itself. But it doesn't gain any kind of life or durability or barrier. So it's like a kind of a half a tank. Not a full tank. But at least it's something. It's like half a tank. You got half a tank. The mana generator, like this is pretty good. Every time I casted it, I was like, that's pretty good, you know? I felt like it was doing pretty good. But we do have a mana generator. Mana generation is not a problem in Amanithrax. You know? Between the Explode Stool and the King Gob Truffle, you do not have mana problems. So mana generation is top tier. Tank is like mid to below average, probably. No instant kills. No summoning. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? It's the kind of score we're going to have to give it. It's not going to reflect how easy it is. Having King Gob Truffle, one of the best troops in the underworld, you got to give it something for that, though, you know? So normally I'd probably give a faction like this, probably like a... It's got really good mana gen, no summoning, no instant kills. It's got a half a tank. Probably give it like a 5, honestly, at best. But then you gotta like say something about it having one of the best troops in the game down there. Like the only other better one I could think of is probably Queen Beatrix, you know? Like out of all the underworld troops that you could ask for a pure faction 500, like King Gobtruffle would be one of the first things that jumps into my head. So, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 3 because of Gobtruffle. I can't give it a 1 or a 2 because it don't have instant kills or summons. And the tank isn't amazing. But just literally because of the Gobtruffle, I'm going to give it a 3. Alright, enemies. That was probably, you know, nothing. It wasn't hard at all. I don't think the enemies are hard at all. So maybe that's where we can give it like a 1 or something like that. Because if you look, the first fight here, 2 Mushroom Men, an Explode Stool, and a Fungomancer. That was not hard at all. And then the last fight, I think they only have 1 King Gobtruffle. So Mushroom Man, Explode Stool, Fungomancer, King Gobtruffle. So the enemies were not hard at all. And if anything, they're helping you. Because if they do cast their Gobtruffle, they're putting green and brown on the board. So they didn't even kill me once. Like, I'm going to give it a 1, I think. Alright, so the final score for Amanithrax was a 14. Which puts it just under Stonesong Eerie, just a little bit harder than Fell Roost. And there's other ones that are easier, though. There's Mirrored Hall, Silver Necropolis, All-Seeing Eye, Crypt Keepers. They probably had, like, summoning and instant kills and stuff like that. Because that's what you're really looking for. Pure Faction. Pure Faction 500, you want a really good tank that adds attack and, like, some sort of durability stat. That's one of the first things I look for, and then summoning and instant kills after that. And then it's like, do you have good mana gen? Do you have a good legendary? That would come next. So unfortunately, Amanithrax does not have summoning, does not have an instant kill, but it's one of the easier ones, so it's down there in the bottom third. It's one of the easier factions, for sure. I always mention it, but I guess it's not like one of the 5 easiest. It's probably one of the 10 easiest, though. Yeah. It just was annoying. Like, you see how hard I work on this YouTube crap, and, like, not like I'm getting rich off of it either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting rich and famous off of YouTube, right? I put a lot of time and effort into YouTube. And then somebody to come say, that's like the worst thing you could say. It's like the worst thing you could say to me. It makes me feel like crap, like you know, just nobody knows I'm even doing it. So, that's what I was saying, man. That's how it would be like. Equate it to your job that you work every day. You know what I mean? If somebody came up to you and said, well, it's good to see you getting back to work finally. Taking all that time off and doing nothing. Alright, so we did ranking the difficulty. How long have we been streaming here? Okay, about an hour and 15 minutes. We got on the scoreboard so far. We got Trey, Anita, Chad, Mr. Walker bitch, and Chad with the gifted. So that's 16. We need 9 more to earn another bonus stream Tuesday. We're 16 out of 25 right now. Let's go talk about some more teams for the faction event, if you would like, hopefully, because that's what everybody's doing this weekend. So let's go mention some teams. I know factions are kind of like Bounty, where it's color restrictions, and they're just different colors, and you should have teams for this, and it's not like it's rocket science or that you need teams, but I still do it anyway, because why not? So let's go make some high, mid, low, and deathless teams for this. Let me copy my pure faction, because I might make a video out of this stream. Let's copy this. Let's go to our collection. Let's paste it in here. I don't know, though. I might need these teams still. Oh, well, I'll figure it out. I mean, they're my teams, so I came up with them, so I'll figure it out. Paste. Change it to Amanithrax Pure. Let's put Amani. Amani Pure. Okay. Now let's go make a Deathless or something. Let's do Deathless, maybe. Base rarity. Get rid of all this. All right. So what do we got? We got green and brown. So we do have High King Irongut. We might not have Zul'Goth though. But what you do is you just use another like boss troop that uses that color. So High King Irongut for sure. High King Irongut. He's in the soulforge. Can I use Zul'Goth, right? Zul'Goth is like blue, purple, and red. Blue, purple, red. Can't use it. So, what about Maelstrom Dagonath would be my next favorite. Is he any of those colors? He might be... Where is he? There he is. Put him on the team. And then we got Leprechaun, right? Like always. What? Why am I in weapons? Leprechaun. There he is. And then the Essence of Evil. For Deathless. We're just trying not to die. Banner. We have some blue and green, like usual. And we can minus red, so we're not using any red. For class, we use Elementalist, because we're just trying not to die. We're not trying to go fast or anything like that. We're just trying not to lose any troops. I should probably use Deluge, because it's like gob truffles and stuff. And we're not in first slot anyway. Got blue mana. That'd be good. Blue mana. And yeah. That looks good. Let's try it. Should go pretty quick. It shouldn't be like Pure Faction 500. It should be a little faster. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, we have our King Gob Truffle. I keep saying that. I get them two names mixed up. Like, ever since they came into the game. High King Irongut and King Gob Truffle. For some reason, I'll call one the other, and the other... I'll call them both each other. Can you devour all this? Not that. Could do that, but it doesn't have any attack right now. I guess it's just the Explode Stool that I can't devour? Okay. Let's go here. And we'll do this. We're getting up our Essence of Evil next turn, which we will cast on this thing, so it's now able to be devoured. Let's go... I could take a skull hit. Oh, I don't need to. Maelstrom Dagonath to the rescue. Whenever you have this situation... My chat crashed. You guys know, like, with these potions, you kind of want to look at what's the color that's the most on the board. If you can match two potions, that would be cool. But what's the most on the board? So, like, right now, I think brown would be a good choice. Maybe blue. There's quite a bit of brown up there. So if you're going to choose, like, which potion to do, I think on this board it would be brown or blue. And I think brown would be the way to go. See that? And we got an extra turn. We filled both our troops up. Now we just need to devour an instant kill. Bang. Now, if there was like 2 blue potions and a blue gem, I might do that instead, even if there's more brown on the board. But there wasn't, so I went with brown because there's more brown on the board. Alright, we're just going to go straight to it like we did with the Pure Faction. McKee Raid is here. Yep, Friday stream. Let's go. You'll be working on this one? Not half. Was it? Oh, on the other list? I thought it was pretty easy. I didn't lose a single troop. I don't know why people call Amanithrax hard. I feel like people like got lured into using like the 4 gob truffles. Or 3 gob truffles. I went with the tank, 2 gob truffles, and the explode stool, and it was fine. I didn't lose a single troop. And I could see somebody using 3 gob truffles maybe, but I don't know about 4. Like 4 is cool because you know you start enchanted, right? So they're all gonna get up. But once you like cast all 4 of them, you're pretty much only using 2 after that. You know, you're never gonna like use that 3rd one or that 4th one. So what's the point of them? You're like expecting to die and lose one or something? Like, I didn't lose a single troop, so it was way cooler for me to have a tank in first slot that can do a little bit enraged extra attack skull damage and uses brown. Then I got my 2 gob truffles, which is I think is plenty. If you have 3 or 4, when are you ever going to cast that 3rd or 4th one? Except for the very first time when because it's enchanted. You're only going to cast them once, realistically. And then I had the explode stool on the bottom, which I did cast like almost once every fight when nothing else was going on, and it would get everybody up. It was really, every time I casted it, I was like, wow, that was nice. And it got extra turns sometimes too, like half the time. Alright, we do have our High King Iron Gut. Let's go with it. Let's make sure they can be devoured. Poison, disease, lycanthropy, and death mark. Doesn't say devour though. Let's do that. And now. And now. And now. And now. What? Bunch of blue. I got freaking High King Iron Gut. Right, there we go. Oh, there's a brown extra turn up there. Whoops. There he is. He'll get there. Even though he's mana blocked, he'll be there when you need him for like... You only need him for like 1 kill. High King Iron Gut does most of the killing. Just had the Maelstrom Dagonath for the last kill, usually. The 3rd kill, the 4th kill. That's what I do with Zul'Goth, too. I'm not using Zul'Goth for more than like 1 or 2 kills. Alright, we got High King Iron Gut. All we gotta do is make sure we can devour. Let's do it. Leprechaun. Up, let's do this. High King Iron Gut. And... why'd I do that? Regretted it immediately. Should have cast some, or should have got a different color. Essence of Evil would have been up anyway. Guess it went into the Maelstrom Dagonath though, so that's okay. Alright, do this first. Then do this. Then do this. And they're dead. We technically already did Deathless with the Pure Faction team, but that's probably not going to happen for a lot of people, so might as well have a Deathless team too. Yeah. Extra turn. Leprechaun. Devour. Essence of Evil. Maelstrom Dagonath. Dagganath that ass. Alright, here are the potions again. So, I could cast Leprechaun, just blow up all kinds of potions. I think that's the best way to go. Last fight for the Deathless 500. Leprechaun. Ooh, he hit me with skulls. Right away, look, 137. Sometimes, man, they jump out to a start like that. Now what the hell do I do? I'm afraid to take that brown for them to get skulls up top. Boy. I mean, they could get a skull up top even if I just take this, purple. It's gonna happen. If it's gonna happen, you know? There's anything I do, they're gonna potentially get a skull up there. I'll just take the brown, I guess. Shoo! Dodged it for now. I really need something up as soon as possible. I think this is safest, yeah, because let's do this. Okay, now if we devour, we're good. You know, you should gain a bunch of stats and be okay. There we go. We almost lost a troop. Sure. Do that. And do this. They might have been entangled at the time. I don't know. But he was close to dying. He was low on health. Who's got the most stats? You? Just go. We got this now. They're definitely not killing me. Oh! Get out of here. Another one bites the dust. Maelstrom Dagganath to clean it up. He acts like he does everything, but he actually just comes in for one kill at the end. You know, he shows up when all the work is done already. Then he gets the credit. It's the Maelstrom Dagganath on this team. There you go, Deathless. Done. Pure Faction 500 done. Deathless as well. Let's put that... Did I copy it? Copy. Collection. Put it here. Paste. Paste. Rename. Amani Deathless. Amani Deathless. Confirm. Alright, now we'll do high, mid, and low. We're not doing it on 500. We're not even going to run the fights. We're just going to show them. Alright, high, mid, and low. Of course you could use this. Still, it's good enough team to just play the whole event with if you want to. But let's see what we could do here. What would we do for high level? We got everything in the game, and we're just gonna try to get her done. Oh, we can't use... it's one of them deals where you can't use Mirage Queen. You can't use Essentia. So it's like a triple Caffrey deal. Alright, whatever. If you have everything in the game, I would suggest doing this, I guess. Pharaoh Caffrey. Just do triple Caffrey. Web banner. You have all classes on 100 if you're doing this, remember. And the class don't matter, so something like that for high level. Let's go plug it in. Money high. Use an Anu for sure. You're going to have an enchant potion, an explode potion, and an Anu. It's better than usual. If you're using this on your adventure board or in the Underspire or on Explorer 16 or something like that, or on a pet rescue, like, it's not the same as using it here. Here you got the explode potion, the enchant potion, and an Anu, so it should get up. The Chrysanthrax should get up. It's not as good as having like Mirage Queen or Essentia on the bottom, but it should get up most of the time. Rename. Amani High. Let's do a mid. Get rid of all this. We got green and brown. Could do, like always when there's brown or yellow. Could do Commander Donhart, Sir Quentin Hadley. Which also includes Guard's Avatar, which is a mythic. You could do Guard's Avatar, Sir Quentin Hadley. You could do Off Harrigan, Sir Quentin Hadley. Any of those teams. Or you could do Queen Beatrix or Gob Truffle. You could do the Truffle Shuffle. That would work here. Just trying to mention a bunch because I usually show the same teams all the time. So I'm going to show, you know, probably Commander Donhart, Sir Quentin Hadley again, but some sort of Queen Beatrix teams. The Truffle Shuffle literally works here. You could do Forest Troll, Gob Truffle, Doomglaive, or whatever weapon you want. The weapon doesn't matter too much. But I always show this one just because it works a lot of the time. Let's do Wand. And a Leprechaun. A Leprechaun. Yeah. That there. Class. Be a great time to level your knight up, because it's a shitty class that you probably don't feel like leveling up most of the time. Banner. We got a bunch of yellow and a bunch of brown. And we have to either minus purple or green. I think purple would be smarter than green, because green's going to be exploding a lot, so let's do purple. And that is a mid-team, so there's no mythics, nothing too crazy on there. But you could put Guard's Avatar on top, if you do have it. But we'll pretend you don't. Copy. Go to Collection. Be Amani mid. Rename. Amani mid. Amani miserable. Okay. Now we just need a low-level team. That way there's something for everybody, no matter what. Like, ah, crap, I don't have Sir Quentin Hadley. Oh, crap, I don't have Chrysanthrax. Oh, crap, I don't have High King Irongut. Oh, crap, I don't have King Gob Truffle or Queen Beatrix or none of that. What can I do? Probably leave Leprechaun. I mean, he's been on most of the teams. Let's see what we can do with the Epic and Under. You got green, you got brown, so you got stuff like gargoyles, like always. You got Rowan if you want to use Rowan. Rowan. Should we just do Rowan? I show gargoyles most of the time, so I guess I'll do Rowan. We got Rowan. Rowan. Could do Clockwork Sphinx. It's one of my favorites to put with Rowan, especially early game. Later, you kind of take her off. You don't need her anymore, but she's good managing and adds armor and damage to Rowan, so. And just do your Golden Cog to boost your Rowan ups to make sure it can one-shot for longer. You could even cast it on there multiple times. It's this team. It's like your farming, City of Thieves farming team. Except for you can't use Miraji Queen if you're using Miraji Queen. Miraji Queen is blue and red. This faction, you can't use that. I usually put this here. And then we, for banner, usually, what, green, purple? We got red, yellow, purple, brown, blue, and green. We got every single color, so you might as well minus one of the Golden Cog colors, because it's fine. You don't need it too much. Could do Riven banner, too, if you want. I think it's Spider banner. Class is a good time to just level any class. Anyone that you don't have on 100. Best one, just for going fast, probably like Archer. Archer, Archmagus, one of these two. If you want to just go as fast as you can with it. I'd probably do Archer myself. And that's a good low-level team. So Rowan, if you're low-level. Commander Dawn, Heart, Sir Quinn Hadley, if you're mid, or like Queen Beatrix or something like that. And then if you're high level, Chrysantherax or Guard's Avatar or something like that. Collection. Amani Low. Why do I always do that? Just click it. Amani Low. Alright, so that's pretty much everything for today. Michael J. Strunk here. Michael J. Strunk, what up? Key Raid. Friday stream, yep, every single Friday. Every single Friday. Alright, we are about to be just making a quick video here. And then we'll see where we're at after that, y'all. At the moment, we're at 16 out of 25. Once the video's over, we'll probably get out of here and just, it is what it is. And you guys still got tomorrow, though. So, you remember, you still got tomorrow. Saturday, we're definitely streaming. Monday, we're definitely streaming. You guys are kicking ass. Don't worry about it today if you know. Unless you want to just knock it out ahead of time. Like, that's always nice. And then you can get the next one sooner, right? But no big deal if not. Appreciate y'all. It's been great. Chatathon next weekend. Next weekend. Not this weekend, but next. During the Vault event. Alright, let's go. Let's make this video. What I'm going to put on it. So, Soulforge. Should I do spoilers on there? I don't know. Maybe real quick I'll just mention. Like, while I'm doing Soulforge. Soulforge spoilers and then Amanithrax. And I don't even know if I'm going to, like, show the teams in action. I might just, like, say them on there. I don't know. Because I feel like everybody's seen these teams in action before. But I'm going to see how quick I can do it. I want to make the video short. Especially these Friday ones. Like, the Monday one is fine if it's, like, a little bit longer. Because it's, like, a lot of new information and stuff like that. Friday one, I need to keep as short as possible, I feel. So I'm going to try to speed run this freaking thing. Alright, so we're talking about Soulforge, spoilers, and Amanithrax. Alright. And today I got 5 teams for you for the Amanithrax faction event. We're going to take a look at the Soulforge. It has rotated. There's different mythics, different legendaries. I'll put them in order for you. Tell you if they're good, if you should craft them. And then we'll take a quick look at the spoilers for the upcoming week of August 24th. 2026. Let's start with the Soulforge. That'll be an easy thing to start with. It's rotated. There's different mythics in there. So I'm going to put them in order for you. Tell you if they're good or not. we have High King freaking Iron Gut. And this is a good time for him to come in because he's a really good deathless for factions. So High King Iron Gut, one of my favorites in the game. Tippy top S tier, top 10 for sure. Probably a top 5, at least on my list. Super recommended. The only thing I recommend above it, 100% for sure, is Ironhawk. So, you know, you might say Takshaka, you know, some other things before High King Iron Gut, but he's definitely up there for me. He's the king of the delves. 24 blue, yellow, brown, Asian, goblin. Deal damage to an enemy with a chance to devour them equal to my attack. Gain an extra turn. So you're going to get that attack up to 100, and he's going to have a 100% chance to devour. Devour is the best kind of instant kill that there is in the game, and then he gains an extra turn. So pretty sick. One of my favorites. That horde level down there, you get to that 100 way faster. He's great for the underworld. Astralis is the next best thing here. She's a top 20, probably somewhere in the teens. 25 blue, yellow, brown, Stormheim, Elemental Fae. Deal splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies, then jump on the board and gain an extra turn. Chant all allies in 4 or 5 gym match. I like her with loopy teams, you know, you get her up caster, loop, get her up caster, loop, get her up caster, loop. You cast her for free in that situation. So Psycho Mega Missy, something like that. This is like an A tier mythic. Could be an A minus, but it's an A tier mythic. It is a top 20. High King Iron Gut's an S tier mythic. Might be an S minus, but it's an S tier mythic. It's probably in the top 5. I really like it. What else is here? Deathlock Dralic is the worst one there. And Furnace is solid. It's not top 20 or anything, but it's like a B tier. 24, red, yellow, purple, Broken Spire, Divine Elemental. Deal splash damage to random enemies, explode 5 random gems, burn all enemies in 4 or 5 gym match. So hit all enemies, explode the board. It's a solid mythic, a nice B tier. Not a top 20 or anything though. Not one you should be looking for like first. Once you get all the good ones, it's the next best thing. It's a good damage dealer. And then you got Deathlock Dralic, who is the worst one here. He's stinky and poopy, and he's at below average at best. 22 green, red, purple, Karakoth, Undead, Mystic. Curse and Deathmark an enemy, then deal damage to all enemies below them, then summon Aberrath. So just physical damage, just damage to 3. The Aberrath summon isn't very good. No good traits. It's below average at best. That is the Mythics. High King Iron Gut's awesome. Mistralis is very good. And Furnace is good. And then you got crappy Deathlock Dralic there. For the legendaries, I think you shouldn't craft any of them, but we'll put them in order anyway. We got Forest Guardian, 17 green, yellow, Magrim Woods, Divine Beast, transform purple gems to skulls, and transform brown gems to green. Ally Beast gain barrier, 50% start for Beast. You should get all these, maybe not with diamonds in the soulforge, but you know, 50% starts. You want all those. And this is a pretty good one, and it's shiny. So really good troop here. Maybe not top 20, but it's still pretty good. Number 2 is Gingeraxia. Suffers from being a dragon. Suffers from so many other things out there that you could use instead of it. But it's still solid. I think it's maybe B tier legendary. It's pretty good. In a vacuum, it's really good. But maybe not really good. In a vacuum, it's good. 17 blue, red, Dragon's Claw, Dragon Construct. Deal damage to all enemies and give life to allies, both boosted by red and green gems. Create a Holly Storm when my turn begins, 30% skull. So it does damage to all, and it does something else, and it has a pretty good boost ratio. And then it has a unique storm and a 30% skull. So in a vacuum, it would be decent. It's just unfortunate that there's so many better dragons. You know what I mean? Any egg dragon would outperform it. And then there's other dragons too that would outperform it. And there's so many egg dragons these days. Any of the blue ones, any of the red ones. There's probably something from Dragon's Call. There's definitely dragons. There's probably constructs. Like, when do you use it? Like, it's hard to use. And then Tesla's blue-red, you know. So, it has a Holly Storm. It's nice. It's nice for, like, contrarians to use. It's good, though. It's like a, you know, it's just not a top 20 or anything like that. And like I said, it suffers from its typing and all that. There's just too many good dragons out there. Number 3 for legendaries, Matron Dragatani, just kind of okay, like mid. 15 purple, brown, Dragon's Call, Dragon Centaur, create 6 blue gems, boosted by frozen enemies, then deal damage to the first and last enemies, boosted by blue gems. 75% spell, which is pretty crazy. 25% chance to summon a Dragonette on death. Just kind of mid. You probably won't use it very often. And then you got the Imp. The Imps are, you know, probably never going to use an Imp, but you could collect them, I guess. 12 red primal elemental. Deal scatter damage and charm a random enemy. If I am wounded, either bless all allies or give 3 magic to all allies. So that's an Imp. So that's the Soulforge. High King Ironguts here, which is awesome. Astralis is there, very good. And then you got the Forest Guardian. 50% start for beasts. The weapons don't change, the dragons don't change until next Monday. That's the Soulforge. Might as well do spoilers real fast. I'm going to knock them out so fast you don't even know what I'm saying. It's Magrim Woods week next week. That's the Kingdom. So Underspire, Epic Trials, Soulforge, Vinky Drop Table, Weapons, you know, all that is Magrim Woods. The whole week is based on Magrim Woods. It's a world event for our guild event. Hell Gate is on Tuesday for the faction event. There's a new pet on Wednesday. It looks like a Flintstone-style dog with a club guy. Thursday is Warden class event, and then we have the Vault event over the weekend. Starting on the 28th of August, we got a Vault event. It's also a Starry Night monthly Starstone goal week. So make sure you do your adventure board and get those 300-something Starstones. That is the spoilers. As far as a Amanithrax event goes, you're going to want to buy up to the new troop at least. No matter who you are out there, get the new troop. And that'll also help you get the event done, get all rewards, get a mountain of like 500, 600,000 gold or so. Maybe get on the leaderboard, get even more rewards. You get 2 class experience for every single fight you do. Like, it's a very, very good, very smart thing to be doing this weekend. The Amanithrax faction event. Even if you have it on 2,500, I don't care. You need the new troop, you might as well play, you might as well get all rewards, you might as well get a mountain of gold, you might as well get some class experience, etc. If you don't own the weapon, buy up to the weapon. It's a smart time to do that. And then if you're doing Pure Faction 500 or Deathless 500, you're going to have to buy up to Tier 7 and buy that multiple times to get enough turns to go all the way to 500. The rewards are awesome. Bunch of orbs, ton of gold, vault keys, diamonds, gems. It's a bunch of crap in here. It's nice. As far as teams go, I'll just show you in my collection. I have them saved. Alright, for Pure Faction, this is what I use, and I did it deathless on stream, so go check that out. But we got Mushroom Man, Gobtruffle, Explode Stool. I went with double green, blue, minus red. Pretty much just if you have Gobtruffle, cast it. If you don't have Gobtruffle, you know, Explode Stool. And you have a kind of a half a tank in first slot. You could cast the tank like once and then never cast him again, just to give them an enrage and a little bit more attack in case you get incidental skulls. But mostly cast them Gobtruffles, take other colors off the board, try to make the board as green as possible. Go check out my live stream. That's the Pure Faction team right there. For Deathless, it's always some sort of High King Irongut, right? So here it is. Got High King Irongut, Essence of Evil, Maelstrom Dagonath, and Leprechaun. So instead of Zul'Goth, Maelstrom Dagonath, basically. It's the same old, same old. Elementalist, double blue, green, minus red. Just don't die. Don't lose a troop. For High, we can't use Mirage Queen. We can't use Essentia, so we have to do the Chrysantherax triple Caffroo thing. Put on an Anu Metal. It'll be okay. Got an Enchant Potion, an Explode Potion, an Anu Metal. It should be fine. You should get up Chrysantherax, cast it, wipe them out in one shot with the strongest troop in the game. The class don't matter. And I went with purple, yellow, minus green. Alright, for mid, we have access to brown. So we're going with the Commander Donhart, Sir Quentin Hadley, using Wanda Stars and Leprechaun to get them up. 50% start the Commander Donhart. He hits really hard. He hits everybody. And you could substitute in Guard's Avatar for Commander Donhart if you would like, as a mythic. But this is a Legendary and Under team, because it's the mid team. But you could do Guard's Avatar instead of Commander Donhart. You could also do like a Beatrix team or something like that if you want. But that's the mid. You level up Knight. Why not? It's a crappy class. Did I show the team code there? I'm an idiot. Hurry up, bro! Ah, there it is. Double yellow, brown, minus purple. Knight class. Alright, the low level team, you could just bring over your farming team from City of Thieves, Golden Call, Clockwork Sphinx, Rowan, Leprechaun. Level whatever class you want. Archer's just there if it's ideal. If you don't have Archer leveled to 100, Archer would probably be the best one to use. Second best, probably Archmagus. But if you already have both of those on 100, just whatever you want. It's fine. You don't really need to get up your hero most times. And if you do, you just cast it once on Rowan. You know how this goes. It's the team you've been using for hopefully a while now on City of Thieves. Just bring it over to the faction event. And yeah, that's it. That's everything. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow for a new account playthrough live stream, bonus stream, which is probably going to be in the morning around 10:30 a.m. EST, maybe 11 a.m. EST. That'll be the next stream. After that, we got Monday, like always, and we'll see from there. That's all we know right now. But the chat-a-thon's next weekend as well. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace. Hey, not bad. 11:36. I probably could have cut it even more. I fumbled and bumbled a little bit, and then I rambled a little bit. Probably could have had it under 11. 11:36 though, not bad for a Friday video. I'll take it. I think I showed everything I wanted to. We did Soulforge, spoilers, Amanithrax. That was good enough. Not much this. You do these so many times, like, even though you gotta think to yourself, like, okay, there could be new people watching every time you stream or every time you make a video. There could be new people playing, like, every day or every week or every month. But the majority of people already know what to do, you know? It's faction events. It's not like a crazy weird restriction. It's not like Yellow Centaur or something, you know? It's colors. And there's so many troops in the game that are those colors, and you probably already have a team for it. And look, you could just bring your Rowan team over. You can just use Chrysanthrax. You can use the Commander Donhart, Sir Quentin Hadley team, or the Guards Avatar Sir Quentin Hadley team. You can use Beatrix. You can use Gargoyles. Like, it's not rocket science. But the Pure faction and the Deathless and all that, you know, might be looking for that, I guess. And the new troop, is it good or not? I guess I should have mentioned that. It's not good when I made the video, but maybe I'll put that in the pinned comment. The new troop is not good. It would be good if it boosted off of something, and then you could boost its instant kill up a little bit, but it's 20% flat instant kill. Like, what's the point of that? If it had an extra turn on it, or it had a boost ratio, it would be better. But it doesn't have either one of those, so it's not good, unfortunately. So yeah, if you want to watch me do Pure Faction 500, go check it out. It was earlier in the stream. If you want to see a really cool stream, yesterday was really cool. We had a bunch of conversation, a bunch of talk about the game, Underspire, like all kinds of stuff. What about shiny keys, y'all? Is there anything... Should I be opening shiny keys? This will be the last time to do it, because we're going to do new account tomorrow. Did we already do this, or no? Oops! Why'd I push the button? Sarah Ash song? Is she the one? Sarah Ash song. Let's go take a look at it. Shiny keys. I need to do some journey too. I haven't done very much yet. Ooh, we already got them. So I can go ahead and grab my rewards so I know exactly how far to go on her. Nice. Gotta level up. Ooh, more magic? Why'd it give me magic? What did I get magic for here? You guys know? Pan's Veil's not magic. Like, why is it giving me magic? Is that for Journey or something? What is that for? Anybody in the chat know why it's showing a magic there? Anita's back! Yay! We made it till you got back. We made it. We made it. We're almost done, though. You've just made it. I'm wondering why I got magic here. Why is it showing a magic +7 there? What's up with that? Pan's Veil's not magic, right? Is it just like a visual bug? You know what, the magic's like Karakoth, Darkstone, Silverglade, you know, Blighted Lands, and Zalkari or whatever, right? Pan's Veil's not magic, so why is it showing me a magic there? Like, what's up with that? Anybody know? Kind of strange. Don't complain? Yeah, you're right. I just think it's a visual bug, like I didn't actually gain magic. Probably just shows magic when it's not magic. Alright, anyway. I was talking about the shiny troop, and if I should fully max it out here, my shiny keys. I'm trying to do any troop that is even okay at this point. So I have so many shiny keys. I'm not going to do a terrible one. I'm trying to only do good ones, but even if they're kind of good, I've been doing them lately. So we got the Sarah Ash song is the featured one, right? Let's go take a look at her first. Before we start throwing a bunch of keys at her. Here she is, right? It's already shiny 1. So she deals damage to an enemy that creates 2 yellow gems boosted by wild folk allies. So those are always kind of worth doing, I guess, because you'll get more gem spawn with the spell. Which actually they nerfed these troops and made them to where they can't loop. But you can get them back closer to what they used to be by putting them on shiny level 3 or even 2. But still not as good as they used to be, and still not as good as like a Doom Shovel weapon, but it makes it closer at least, so it's kind of okay to do. I may never use this troop again, but it's better than shining something that's just totally crap doo-doo. I guess I'll do it. So we got to get her to 2. I still got 500 keys as well. Let's get her to 2. We'll talk about any really good ones. Like King Mikhail's pretty good. Chris Turtle's okay. Huntmaster Arboreus is one of those kind of used to be loopies. So is Sir Alan. Nope, he's not. But probably not horrible to be shinied. None of those are good. We got nothing there. Okay, now she's on 2, so we're gonna have to start paying attention a little bit. Let's go look at her again. Let's just type her in. I meant to put Sarah. Alright, so R1. No. Right? What? What's going on? What am I trying to do? It's 2 out of 20. So we need 18 more. I don't want to go over. But I want to get to 20. So 18 more. I guess whenever it says 3. Like, it don't matter now. Like, I didn't really have to look at that. Whenever it says 3, we got it. Mock the Cannon Rider. Merc, Lurk, and Dirk, let's go. I want to get that one on Shiny 3, that'd be cool. Have Merc, Lurk, and Dirk Shiny 3, that'd be nice. Baphomet. Not horrible, I guess. Nothing else there. That Willow, maybe. Willow's okay, I guess. Crimson Bat, I would love to have this on Shiny level 3. That'd be sick. Just to have it on that. Nothing else, though, here. Minecart. Nothing really here. And you can look at them yourself. Like, this one's one of those, I guess. Cryptworm. Nothing burger. Chris Turtle used to be a good, like, bounty troop. It's okay for, like, low-level players, but nothing crazy. Just take a look at them, you know? Like, just if you look at every shiny troop that you get, like, most of them are trash, right? That's not very good. Garnock's a 50% start, so just shining it up. It was already one of the worst 50% starts. Shining it up a little bit is nice, I guess. I'll take a Garnock shining. Midnight Innovator. Xing Shi. Storm Oracle. Zebrator. It's one of those. So kind of mid. Just like Sarah. Nothing crazy here though, right? Nothing good. That's why you don't open shiny keys usually. More Zarn. Trash. Nothing. Shargrawl. It's one of those. Mid. Seobon. Trash. Slitherling. One of those. Kind of mid. Bestial Fae. Trash. It's like proving a point here. Bearlock. Trash. Boudica. Mid. Sarah's mid. Woodseer. Trash. Bonehound. Trash. Zanyi. Trash. Spirit of Rage. Eh. Bane of Valor. Thorn Scout. Bunch of doo-doo in here, y'all. Crested Ava is trash. Garnock shining up a 50% start. I'll take it. Ghost Ogre. Trash. And then you got a couple mids. Animus of Envy. Poop. Dusk Owlbear. Doo-doo. Manasa. Not great. Shiny Dust. Horrible. Bad conversion. Don't want it. Spellblade. Not good. There we go. I'm happy to be done, because you see how much crap you get. Crap. Only use it during the event. Never going to use it again, probably, you know. Might use it in, like, another tower event, but it's not going to be the main player on the team or anything. Horrible. Horrible troop. Now we got her shiny 3, so we can stop. Thankfully. It's like a key that you want to stop opening. You know, you're like, please let me stop. I want to quit wasting these, please. Well, we got her to shiny level 3, which is pretty cool. Let's look at her story. Her story's kind of fun to read when it's fully done. And then we'll stop streaming after we read this story. You got this story, and then we're done. I'm going to read you a bedtime story, okay? I'll read you a bedtime story, and then we're done with the stream. I'll say it in Valley Girl. Sarah Ashsong grew up in Pan's Vale, a, like, kingdom famous for, like, music, merriment, and goats that party far harder than any responsible goat, like, should. She was, like, always cold as a child, so she developed, like, a fondness for fire and songs about fire and stuff and fire, which her very sensible parents tried to manage by giving her a ring of fire resistance for her, like, 5th birthday. Oh my god. Sadly, fire resistance does not prevent one from catching a light, as Sarah eventually proved in spectacular fashion. Oh my god. At the age of like 10, Sarah stumbled across a secret coven of Infernus worshipping satyrs who lived life on like the edge by collecting equally fiery goats and explosives. Oh my god. They also like to sing. She like listened and learned and stuff. Sarah only meant to chant those, like, songs quietly to herself to keep warm on cold, like, nights. But curiosity is powerful force in a young pyromaniac. Oh my god. And, like, one day, she wondered if, like, the Wild Queen's palace might catch fire. The, like, answer turned out to be no, but not because it wasn't flammable. It was, like, because Sarah accidentally summoned a fire elemental directly on top of herself, instead of on top of the palace. Oh my god. Then, like, two spirits merged together or something and turned Sarah into, like, a living blaze. The building, like, survived, and so did a rather fiery Sarah. Oh my god! But she has remained that way ever since. At least she is never, like, cold now. Which would be a great outcome, except that nobody ever invites her over for dinner. Oh my god! Alright, I'm done. Special shout out to Chad, Mr. Walkervich, Chad, and Anita, and Trey. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. She's such a bee. OMG. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Take it about the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Tomorrow for the bonus stream. Let's go Saturday. Let's get that Tuesday. Either tomorrow or Monday. Let's get it. But I'll see y'all there. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Been great lately. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, Chad. See ya, Juan and George and Anita and Tyrion and everybody else. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace.